What's up, y'all? If you are not practicing intermittent fasting and it's something you've thought about, hopefully after this video today, I will have you convinced. I'm going to talk about why it's good for weight loss, why it is good for the mind and body, and why it is good for your wallet and the environment. Let's go.
You're in the mix with another Sweat Boy Fitness exclusive. We on the block.
Please take a second to subscribe if you are not subscribed yet and you like these videos. I'm going to be bringing you new ones every Friday, and there will be plenty of more content like this to come.
Let's get it going.
Okay, so why is intermittent fasting so good for weight loss? So not everyone realizes this, but losing weight and burning fat is almost completely based on your blood glucose and insulin levels. If these are not low, then it is pretty much impossible for your body to burn fat. And this is the trap that the majority of people fall into. They start the day off with breakfast. Here's the problem with that. Having breakfast spikes your blood glucose right off rip. Then from here, your body decides that it wants to start using your blood glucose for energy. So when it starts to fall again, you start to lose energy and you get hungry again. And when this happens, your body produces this hormone called ghrelin. It's also known as the hunger hormone. Once that's activated, you start getting hungry again, and then most people eat again. Your blood glucose goes back up, you get more energy, and then you just come down again, go back up, come down, go back up. And that is basically what happens for the rest of the day. And in my opinion, this is one of the big reasons why people take in more food and calories than they need to. It's because your body is used to this cycle and it wants to come back to that. Your body loves a routine. So then let's say you eat breakfast and then go work out. You won't be able to burn any fat during this workout until you burn off that breakfast first. You can bring your blood glucose levels back down again, but you have to burn off what you use to bring them up. So you could burn calories in a workout, but burn no fat because your glucose levels are still high. So when you eat in this traditional way, your body basically relies on blood glucose for its energy. When you fast, your levels are already low as shit. So if you work out in a fasted state, you are immediately burning fat. And when you're fasting, instead of using blood glucose for energy, your body pushes your cells to use other forms of energy. And that right there is where the majority of all these fasting benefits come from. Training your cells to use new forms of energy. Making your body into a machine, baby! So along with your body using energy more efficiently while you're fasting, you are also taking in significantly less calories than someone who eats throughout the day. This is a perfect cocktail for losing weight. Also, after you start fasting regularly, your body reduces your insulin resistance. And that right there is huge in preventing or reversing type 2 diabetes. I sometimes think about it and wonder if I would have taken the opposite direction with my health and continued to get fatter, if I might be at risk for diabetes or have diabetes now. I mean, with the amount of calories that I was eating each day, steady weight I was putting on, and the amount of sugar and refined carbs, it wouldn't surprise me. But that is essentially how you lose weight from fasting.
We litty.
Moving along now. Why is fasting good for your mind and body? Well, there's a lot of reasons behind this. Intermittent fasting positively impacts the function of some of our cells, genes, and hormones. One of these changes is an increase in HGH. HGH stands for human growth hormone, and it is a protein hormone that plays an important role in growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. It also holds some anti-aging properties. Fasting increases HGH, but it increases it significantly more when people do multiple day fasts for like 2-3 days. So I've never fasted for longer than 24 hours, so I've never experienced like that type of increase, but even on the level of just fasting every day, I definitely think that there's something to it. One of the biggest reasons is because I maintained all of my muscle. I lost a shit ton of weight, and I didn't get skinnier. I didn't lose I got skinnier, but I didn't lose any muscle. Like, I maintained all of it. Shout out fasting. So a couple other things that intermittent fasting does is that it reduces oxidative stress and inflammation. Oxidative stress is a huge contributor towards aging and disease. There's these unstable molecules called free radicals. They react with other important molecules like protein and DNA, and they damage them. Intermittent fasting reduces oxidative stress in the body, and this helps protect you from free radicals developing. So intermittent fasting decreases inflammation, and this is a big one. Inflammation is one of the #1 underlying causes for like all disease. Think about it like this. Say your heart or something inside you has a bunch of inflammation around it. Over time, this inflammation is gonna like push on it, and that's when problems are gonna develop. Problems build up for people because their inflammation increases over time and it gets worse. It's like pushing on a balloon till it pops. Pop! Pretty fucked up, right? So it's very important to do whatever you can to fight inflammation because you don't want to have it in your body at all. So another thing that fasting does for your mind and body is it promotes autophagy. Autophagy is basically the process of cell recycling. During autophagy, the cell removes unnecessary or dysfunctional components and it makes it stronger. It basically takes all your weak cells and it makes them start working out and makes them start lifting weights. And then after a while, those weak cells get swole. Well, that's not exactly how it works, but you get it. So it's also similar to what I said about HGH earlier, in that if you fast for multiple days, you're gonna get the best benefit from this, but you can get great autophagy benefits from just regular intermittent fasting. Along with strengthening your cells, autophagy also helps to protect your cells from bad proteins that are linked to developing neurodegenerative disorders such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. There's also some promising evidence from animal studies that show that it may be able to help reduce the risk of cancer. Well, golly gee. Also, one more benefit to the mind and body. When you fast, you increase a protein hormone called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF acts on certain neurons in the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. It supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages growth and differentiation of new neurons and synapses. I may have said that word wrong. Deficiencies in BDNF are linked to depression and other brain problems. So your body producing more of this is really good. So there's the mind and body spiel. It's been raining like the past 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys could tell or not.
Rain or shine, we do this.
So lastly, how is intermittent fasting good for your wallet and also good for the environment? So first off, eating less food and cooking your own food will save you so much money. Before I used to fast and I was a big unhealthy thick boy, I used to get takeout like almost every meal of the day. Imagine that. Not only was I eating shitty food, but I was also spending a ton of money. I think in general, intermittent fasting kind of just makes you become a more resourceful person. So how does it help the environment exactly? Because you're eating less, you're requiring way less resources. And that right there makes your carbon footprint significantly smaller than other people. Like, for example, me, when I used to get takeout every day, think about all the energy and resources that restaurant needs to make that food and transport it. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but I eat significantly less meat than someone who doesn't fast. Just imagine this. What if like every single one of us fasted? Imagine the impact that would have on our environment. Talk about a gold medal for sustainability. Fuck. Think about how many less carbon emissions there would be. Think about how many less animals would get slaughtered. Seems pretty legit to me. I don't know. Just saying. So anyways, that is the extent of what I wanted to talk about. Hopefully this makes you guys think. Hopefully I brought you some insight with this. And most importantly, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna leave now, but I will see you next Friday.
We out.